was anything but normal. In fact, Gary's family claimed that the couple's 14-year marriage was crumbling.
Gary said that they'd been having
and according to Gary's family, the trouble was mostly due to the fact that Joanna, in addition to being a successful college instructor and animal lover, was a woman struggling with addiction. The family claimed that Joanna's foremost addiction was the pets she had been so concerned about after Gary's death.
There was a very large number of cats.
Much of his work at the Performance Center focused on using his opponent's body weight against them to convert defense
It
to
wasn't an
WWE-style
exaggeration,
offense, and it's really
based on what
paid
the
off.
authorities had to deal with after the shooting.
The policeman told me the animal control come out, they caught and carried off more than 50 cats.
According to the family, Joanna's animal obsession had begun to cause considerable friction between her and Gary.
He said the food bills and the vet bills, and they're going to send us to the poorhouse. He's going farther in debt, trying to do everything he can to keep her happy.
And when the investigators pulled the couple's financial records, they discovered plenty of evidence to back that assertion up. Credit card bills showing that the couple was tens of thousands of dollars in debt.
Gourmet cat food was the majority.
You can't just rationalize having that many animals and spending that much money.
Although, according to Gary's family, rationality had little to do with it as far as Joanna was concerned.
When she's getting more and more animal obsessed, I can tell her mental stability is going more out the door.
And that was more than just idle speculation. The family told the investigators that Joanna had long been taking medication for depression.
For the last few years,
You didn't want
talking about her depression, what medicine she was on.
And according to the family, the antidepressants were Joanna's other addiction. Gary's family told the investigators that she had been abusing her medication for years.
Medicine, she could start her own drugstore.
And they claimed that in the months leading up to the shooting, Joanna's behavior had become increasingly bizarre.
Her demeanor had changed quite a bit from when I first met her, being happy, happy-go-lucky, wanting to go out and do things, to this other person that she just wants to stay at home with her animals, never want to get up and do nothing.
The family said Joanna had become increasingly quick-tempered.
He discussed her flying on the other. She'd get pretty aggressive.
She was always threatening to kill herself or harm herself or somebody all the time.
And considering what had just happened, the family figured she had finally followed through.
When I found out I'm thinking it was okay, she finally snapped.
Coming up, Joanna makes a surprising claim.
It was a total shock.
And the investigators uncover her husband's scandalous secret.
There were thousands of millions of
It took this to a whole new disturbing level.
Effortless. Beautiful to watch, but extremely painful to experience. The guru of greatness is ready for action.
Hey, you don't need to get that personal, get the State Farm personal price plan. It just helps you create an affordable price. Like your neighbor, State Farm is there. Call her quick to get a quote today.
The eagle has landed. That's one small step for man. You said you have a situation. How did you get the terrorists are getting video games?
Yeah, so we did the same. Like, the best network imaginable.
What the heck is that?
Main event,
Are they crazy?
Jey Uso, the right-hand man to the head of the table, has held many tag team championships, but won the
Live TV is not like anything else. You don't know what's next.
For Jey Uso.
And that's what happens watching On Patrol live on Reels, now on Peacock. Put the gun down! Put it down! Proceed, he's not stopping. Somebody in the car, put your hands up now!
No disqualifications in this matchup.
We're here with On Patrol live as we are every Friday night on Reels, now on Peacock.
To be as aggressive and ruthless as they desire. It means someone's leaving in an ambulance. That's what no disqualification means.
On November 24, 2010, it had been more than 3 weeks since 4-year-old Joanna Finley had dialed 911 and reported a domestic dispute with her her husband, Gary Tromston.
Oh, that might have just broken something.
However, by the time the authorities arrived on the scene, the dispute was over.
The policeman in
Harsh kick.
found Mr. Trogdon
Reversal on
dead in
Morrison.
his armchair.
Jay puts a stop to that.
He'd been shot once
Packs a
in the
well-placed
chest.
punch.
The bullet went straight through his chest, through his heart, and severed his aorta.
And Joanna had been charged with this murder.
During that 911 call, you could hear Mr. Trogdon say that she shot it.
In the chaotic series of events that ended in Gary's death, Joanna had apparently tried to take her own life, too.
She doesn't have any sense and habits of alcohol.
Just what had driven her to such lengths, however,
I suppose you have to
Joanna
take the
would
shot, but it's
say.
still too early to wrap
His
up this
family
one just
refused
yet.
to speak with us.
Although for Gary's family, the answer was obvious. Interviewed after the shooting, they told the investigators that Joanna and Gary's relationship was in trouble, torn apart by the stress of her addictions and the financial burdens they placed on the couple.
That must have really had one big blow up over the animals and finances.
But with Joanna refusing to talk, the investigators had no real way of knowing.
There's only two people that truly know they took place within their home. One of which was deceased, and the other refused to provide any statements or any facts during the investigation that transpired that night.
Joanna was talking to her lawyer, however, and at a pretrial hearing on November 24, 2010, he dropped a bombshell. According to Joanna, she'd shot at her husband, but she didn't kill him. Instead, she claimed that his death was a suicide.
The defense is just saying suicide to try to gun on himself.
And it couldn't possibly be true, according to Gary's family.
There's no way that he would even have
He's got a kendo stick.
tried to kill
She
himself.
used to great
He had too much to live for.
and time again. This won't win the match.
Gary was too much in love with life.
To the mush.
Gary's family may have been stunned by Joanna's claim that his death was a suicide, but she was just getting started. The real shocker was why he had supposedly killed himself. The almost unspeakable thing that he and Joanna had been fighting about. His collection of child pornography.
Allegedly, fell in love with one of Mr. Trogdon's.
Yeah.
She took that computer and confronted him.
At the moment, kinda.
Revelation about Gary's addiction
Kinda, at the moment.
was shocking. It took this already tragic case and took it to a whole new disturbing level.
Shooting star.
Was it possible that Gary had been hiding some horror?
When I met Joanna,
She already came and got it.
years younger. But that's quite a jump from going from a young woman to child pornography.
Joanna's shocking allegation was easy enough to check out.
During this investigation, we seized numerous computers and anything that was capable of digital media.
And when the crime lab analyzed those computers,
We found a large amount of child pornography. There were
I'm
about
gonna stand by this.
not that the porn on Gary's computer proved anything, at least as far as his
He's in a
family
little bit
was
of trouble
concerned.
now. Yeah, this
She
thing
says he
has
has
certainly taken its
His
toll,
computers
Michael.
really did because she put it there.
My brother's no saint, but it was just like something just isn't right. Because I know in the teenage years he had to play games and stuff, but it was always, appropriate.
Well scattered reversal
And
there.
even if the
The
child
finishing
porn
touches can be
was
coming
Gary's,
Jay's way
the
here.
family still didn't believe that he would have killed himself over it.
Even if he had been arrested for it, he still would have faced that too.
No matter what happened, he would never have thought of suicide.
Shoulder up before
The
three.
authorities couldn't be so sure, however. After all, an arrest for child pornography could have serious repercussions for the retired Air Force Lieutenant Colonel and Army historian.
It would ruin his life.
But did that mean Gary had committed suicide? Friends and family said he had been depressed by his growing troubles with Joanna.
Elbow smash.
He talked about how sad he was and things weren't very good between them.
But despite that, they refused to believe that he would commit suicide.
He said, we're working through this, we're working it out. I was never able
Right to
to
the kidneys.
locate
Bad
any
predicament
evidence.
right here.
Any witness that Mr. Trogdon was
The end is
faking
looming now.
suicide,
Might want to walk
has
it
been
off the
attempting
shake.
suicide.
And due to the altercation that preceded his death, gunshot residue tests were unable to determine whether or not Gary fired the fatal shot.
Mr. Trotter says that he took the weapon from his wife after she fired it from him, which would also place gunshot residue in his hand.
It was equally hard for the medical examiner to say whether or not the fatal wound was self-inflicted.
He was shot range by himself
Now go eat your food.
through the heart.
However, the fact that Gary had been shot in the heart did give the investigators pause.
When men are going to kill themselves, they shoot themselves in the head, not the chest.
And there was where they had found the gun that killed him.
In the 357 caliber that once worked with Mr. Trotter was deceased without being kicked or moved. Typical gun of that size would not travel that distance.
With no clear indication that Gary was contemplating suicide and inconclusive physical evidence, the investigators were left with only one thing to go on.
During the investigation, I found myself reflecting on how calls more and more.
In particular, Gary's demeanor during the call didn't strike the investigators as that of a man on the verge of suicide.
Mr. Trotter seemed very calm. Didn't seem really agitated. And in my opinion, gave no indications that he wished to harm himself or that he intended to harm her.
Instead, he gave the distinct impression of a man dealing with someone else's trauma.
Yes, my wife just called. Take the control. Is it okay? Mr. Trotter actually gave indications that he was trying to prevent his wife from harming herself.
Does she still have the weapon?
Wow, I thought this was over. Can you put the weapon away for me? Yes, I will.
However, the gun Gary had just taken from her wasn't the only one in the house.
Mr. Troggett's had about 12 guns.
Rather crude facial
Guns
reconstruction.
that Gary was clearly worried Joanna would get her hands on.
Stay on the phone with me, all right?
Snapping the neck.
I gotta make sure that she doesn't find any of the other guns.
But apparently, he was too late.
She got the other gun shot before he could do it.
Willie,
Uso.
give me the remote, please.
And deep into this match, Gulak is taking on more unwelcome damage.
Gulak has to be sensing things slipping away.
Big time atomic drop. That'll have you walking funny. Looking for the victory. 2 count. No, he gets the shoulder up. What a match. Big clothesline. Take a good look at a real-life Titan, folks. Reversal. Can they go on the attack? Reversal from Gulak. Snap suplex. Punishing the human body. There, Drew looking to cinch it in. There it is, the Gulak. Good night. Just tap out. Just tap out and end this thing.
Losing this match would absolutely destroy him. He's trying to fight it the best he can.
Followed up with a blockbuster. Great leaping
Another
ability.
remote, please.
Jade showing his instincts.
And another counter. He's got the answer for that one.
Drops an elbow. Oh. And now he's giving you all another chance to simply take it all in.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. And now Jay is getting beaten down.
Somehow Jay's got to turn the momentum around.
Broom kick.
Oof. Oh. Oh, reverse STO.
Hoping to end it here. Nasty. The hardest part of the ring. What an incredible match we are witnessing. Taking this to the floor. Pow. Wicked shot.
And pulled in tight. Tugging on the arm into the Side suplex.
Setting foot in the ring now.
No, it's
Still in
actually
it.
not.
What a gutsy performance. Boom! Uh-oh is right. Oh, this is going to be painful. Looking for the Scorpion crossroad. Climbing up top. He's got big plans. Being from the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
Oh, this is just terrible to watch. He's in so much pain and can't do anything.
Here he goes.
That's what the investigators believe too, based on Joanna's demeanor during the 911 call.
And he wins the physical.
Bring me your tablet here.
Amazing performance, outlasting 3 different opponents. It was a real testament to his
It was the
abilities.
fact that Joanna Findlay fumbled her last name that convinced the authorities that they were right to charge her with murder. It was something else she had said, something the investigators figured was a clear indication that the mentally fragile woman had finally, fatally snapped. Coming up, Joanna takes the stand to give her Gary's death.
The jury further riveted.
And the medical examiner makes a stunning admission.
She said, I just wrote down what the police told me.
Chaos on the run.
It was me the whole time.
Well done, ma'am.
What did I do exactly?
With Snapchat from Progressive, you get a personalized discount for doing exactly what you're already doing. Being a safe driver.
Congratulations. This is a rolling trophy. Yeah, I think it's one they had.
Okay, thanks.
On November 14, 2011, 41-year-old Joanna Findlay went on trial for murder in St. Mary's County, Maryland. It had been a little more than a year since she had dialed 911 in the midst of a violent domestic dispute with her husband, 55-year-old Gary Trocton.
She shot
What do you
him,
want?
according to her own admission on the 911 tapes.
Point to
And when
it.
sheriff's deputies arrived on the scene minutes later and found Gary dead from a gunshot
Ladies and
wound to
gentlemen,
the
as a
chest,
reminder, the
they
championship is
arrested
on the line here
Joanna
tonight.
for
And you're
murder.
looking at the opposition, I can say that the champion will have quite the
But
hill to
after
climb
her
in this one.
arrest, Joanna claimed that Gary had shot himself. This told that she had discovered his secret stash of child pornography.
You're not getting the pen.
As investigators dug into Gary's computer, they were able to find quite a bit of child pornography, which confirmed Joanna's story.
Clearly worried the accusations about
Your mama
child
said no,
pornography
baby.
would work against them. The prosecutors argued that it was prejudicial and objected to it being brought up at all. But the judge
You say with daddy.
overruled them.
I want to know what I want
His talent, that's what helped him to win this opportunity.
You know daddy love you.
to take away the defense's case.
So when they delivered their opening statements, the prosecution concentrated on dismissing Joanna's
You my
other
good
claim
girl.
that Gary
Spoiled
had
butt.
committed suicide.
Based on all the
You
evidence
spoiled.
collected, there's no
You
doubt
so
that the
spoiled.
defendant had indeed shot Mr. Trogdon.
According to the prosecution, the murder had come in the middle of an angry confrontation over her antidepressants.
Joanna as the loose cannon and unstable addict who's prone to angry outbursts.
To prove their case, focus on the 911 call and the death. Specifically, the prosecutors pointed out that the 911 operator called back after Joanna's initial call was disconnected. It was Gary who had answered the phone.
Big E's known to have a good time, but now he has a serious side. And it's that serious side that Big E's opponents need to worry about.
Not phone, he had been calm and cooperative too.
Mr. Johnson gave me no indications during his 911 calls that he intended to harm herself.
Instead, the prosecutors argued that it was Joanna who was clearly out of control. And according to the prosecution's theory, once Gary wrestled the .22 away from her, she had retrieved the .357 and shot her husband at close range.
Gun residue on his shirt. The gun was up against his chest on the trigger.
Though from the defense raised the possibility of whether or not the contact wound could also be of suicide, and got a crucial admission out of the medical examiner.
A medical examiner from the state side said that she ruled the death a homicide.
You got the same stuff on your plate.
It just was sickening. First I wrote down what the police told me to.
And when the defense started presenting their case on November 14th, 2011,
We got it over there.
Then you got ketchup. Here.
Brought out its own medical expert who said that it was a textbook case of suicide.
Then, once they had counted down on the prosecution's version of events, the defense called Joanna to the stand.
Ms. Finley testified the jury certainly was riveted.
They were also surprised. Despite the prosecution's attempt to paint Joanna as a desperate drug addict, she didn't come across that way on the witness stand.
She did remain calm and she told her story, most of which was backed up by evidence.
In her testimony, Joanna said that the night of the shooting wasn't the first time she had found Gary with child pornography.
Some months earlier, she allegedly discovered this child pornography on one of Mr. Trogan's computers.
Joanna said she had immediately confronted Gary about the disturbing images.
She threatened to terminate, and he begged her not to, based on his military background. News of those images to come out would have been too devastating.
Joanna said that she had listened to her husband's pleas and agreed not to turn him in on one condition.
He would stop looking at child pornography and go into therapy. She wanted him to find help.
Joanna testified that Gary had sought at least some help, attending a single meeting of Sex Addicts Anonymous.
Just the one. He came back with some kind of chip, like an AA chip, that proved that he went there.
However, according to Joanna, Gary had trouble keeping his other promise. She told the jury that on the evening of the shooting, she had found yet more pornography on her husband's computer.
She said that she went to turn off his computer, and then she found some pictures.
Joanna testified that she had felt betrayed and disgusted.
According to Joanna, it was this additional discovery of child pornography that she was referring to in the 911 tape. She said she was done.
According to Joanna, she had told Gary as much, and that she was going to call the police.
She's already told him, this is it. One more time, and I'm reporting you.
And this time, according to Joanna, her husband didn't beg for forgiveness.
Joanna was sitting in court, and all of a sudden he flips out and starts attacking her.
Joanna said she managed to get away from Gary, and distraught over the turn things had taken, grabbed her medication and started swallowing pills. But Gary kept coming at her.
He's pretty aggressive. She knows what she has to do.
Joanna testified that she punched Gary in the face, ran into the living room, and grabbed a loaded .22 from a drawer in the coffee table.
She did, by her own testimony, shoot him to the floor to kind of scare him off as he's coming toward her.
Joanna said that Gary had backed off, had taken the opportunity to call 911.
Since she'd been assaulted by her husband and hung up the phone.
According to Joanna, she hung up the phone because Gary had come back in the room with the .357. Joanna said that once she hung up the phone, Gary took her gun and then spoke to the 911 dispatcher in an attempt to keep the authorities away. But when he realized that the sheriff's deputies were already on their way, Joanna said that Gary had become distraught and desperate.
Please come to
According to Joanna, that's when Gary put the gun to his head and started screaming at her, asking if she wanted him dead.
They're trying to say that because he was about to be caught, that he was going to just kill himself right then and there.
Terrified, Joanna said she turned and ran out the front door. And as she
It just
did,
goes to show you anything
He needed
can
an
happen in
out.
WWE.
Right, wrong, or indifferent, he took it.
on cross-examination, the prosecutor did his best to point out how the forensic evidence didn't quite square with Joanna's riveting story. Facts like how the revolver that killed Gary ended up on the floor 5 feet away from his body.
That's a point that always stuck with me, that the distance that handgun was from Mr. Troutman's body.
The prosecutor also tried to cast doubt on what Joanna claimed was the catalyst for the falling out with her husband, her horror over his child pornography.
The prosecutor said that she was no schoolmarm.
And she was no stranger to pornography either, based on the explicit images of Joanna found on Gary's computer.
They made porn tape with Joanna and another girl.
The more they dig, the crazier this case became.
But on the stand, Joanna refused to take the bait. Instead, she asked how what went on between consenting adults had any bearing on her genuine disgust over Gary's possession of child pornography.
There's a big difference between child pornography, which is a federal crime, and adult pornography, which is protected by the First Amendment.
Prosecutor asked some tough questions.
She remained calm.
And all she ever wanted, according to Joanna, was for her husband to get help.
She didn't kill him. She wasn't trying to kill him. She just didn't want him coming after her.
Coming up, Gary's family anxiously awaits the verdict.
She should spend the rest of her life in jail.
And the jury makes a stunning decision.
None of it makes any sense.
On November 17, 2011, the jury announced it had reached a verdict in the trial of Joanna Finley. The 41-year-old was accused of killing her husband, Gary Troutman, in their St. Mary's County, Maryland home.
It was a real shock when this shooting happened. They were an upscale couple, attractive, advanced degrees.
At trial, the defense argued that Gary had killed himself.
Joanna Finley put a bullet in no one. The most she did was shoot at the floor of her own .22 caliber as he was coming after her.
The jury had a very tough decision to make.
Although in the end, the jury did find Joanna guilty, but not of murder.
She was found guilty of attempted murder and use of a handgun in the commission of a crime of violence.
And as far as the jury was concerned, Gary's death had been a suicide, even if they believed Joanna's actions had contributed.
They weren't comfortable finding her guilty of murder, and they weren't comfortable letting her off scot-free, so they compromised.
She did shoot at her husband, and that's where the jury reached their verdict.
A verdict that left Gary's family stunned.
How could you attempt something when it's done?
We couldn't figure out how they could come up with so little.
But if the verdict was a shock, the judge had an even bigger surprise in store. He suspended the 5-year sentence for the attempted murder conviction.
The judge says, I don't believe she intended to kill him.
Joanna wouldn't have to serve time for attempted murder, but there was still the handgun charge. And on February 28, 2012, the judge sentenced Joanna to the mandatory minimum of 5 years in prison.
None of it makes any sense.
It was hard on all of us that knew it.
Even more difficult for the family, she'd only served 10 months of her sentence when the state of Maryland dropped the handgun charge and deported her to Scotland rather than risk losing an appeal.
They'd have to start over from scratch re-prosecuting her. They don't want to go through that.
For her part, Joanna was happy to be out of prison, even if it meant being deported.
Her family's in Scotland. I think she wanted to go home.
Gary's family, on the other hand, was furious.
She should spend the rest of her life in jail or be put to death.
Joanne's out there living it up, free and clear over in Scotland. There's no justice for my brother.
Frank had lived a hard life.
She was basically living in her car.
But Fred McClure had helped her turn it around. He would give his shirt off his back if he had to. And together, they found happiness.
He was one of the best things that had ever happened to her.
They were crazy in love with each other.
But their love story would end in tragedy.
I thought he was an intruder.
She pulled the trigger until she felt safe. She realized who it was, but it was nothing too late.
At least that's what Joanne claimed. But it wouldn't be long before the investigators were wondering, was there more to Fred's death than a simple case of mistaken identity?
This was never a case of who done it. This was a case of why did it happen.
York, Pennsylvania, October 12, 2010. It was 3:49 p.m. when 49-year-old Joanne Helfrich made a desperate call to 911.
I need an ambulance.
Joanne told the dispatcher that she had just shot someone.
I thought he was an intruder.
But according to Joanne, as soon as she pulled the trigger, she realized that she'd made a terrible mistake.
It's not. He's my boyfriend.
Who she shot was actually Fred McClure, her living boyfriend.
It's not real.
He was laying face down on the floor.
And according to Joanne, he wasn't moving.
Is he dead? No.
She was hysterical and emotional on the 911 call.
Joanne couldn't feel a pulse or couldn't tell that Fred was breathing or not.
Squad cars and an ambulance raced to the scene, while the dispatcher stayed on the line with Joanne.
They asked her to try to roll the body over to perform CPR.
I know you're scared, but you have to do this now.
Joanne tried to help, but it was no use.
I can't roll him over.
She was never able to get him rolled onto his back so she could try to resuscitate Fred.
And as the precious seconds ticked away, Joanne became more and more distraught.
Please, I need an ambulance. Okay, I'm getting them to you, okay?
She just kept asking, please help me, please help me.
Fred! Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, Fred! 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 Oh my God!
Born in 1961, Joanne Babner spent most of her life in Pennsylvania.
She grew up in the York area. She had a family in York. Her mom and two sisters still living in the area.
York is a mid-sized city, very working class. We have a lot of factories.
Joanne took a series of jobs, working towards an associate's degree between shifts, and by 2002, the friendly 41-year-old was happily married.
Joanne was very outgoing. Never had to pull anything out of her. She was very open.
She had very curly hair, which I always said, oh, Joanne, I wish I had hair like you. Always looked very neat, and the prettiest eyes.
But 5 years later, according to Joanne, a freak explosion at her factory job left her traumatized.
That's if you really needing all that.
But according to Joanne, the shock caused her to shut down emotionally and simply walk away from her life.
When Dad met Joanne, she was basically living in her car.
After shutting out her husband and her family, 46-year-old Joanne had hit rock bottom.
She was between residences. She didn't really have a place to live and was looking for work.
Nearly broke, she had spent several desperate weeks drifting around her hometown. But Joanne's life would turn around from the moment she first met Fred McClure. 10 years older than Joanne, Fred wasn't originally from York.
Fred was born in
you ain't going nowhere, bro.
but he fit right into
I'm only
the
going to
city's
show you
hard
all
knock
God.
blue-collar image.
Try my heart.
Truckless
I'm only going to
motorcycle
like every
enthusiast.
stupid.
In fact, he ended up in Europe, largely because the factory town is home to one of Harley Davidson's main assembly plants.
Dad's love of motorcycles led him to York, Pennsylvania, because being a mechanic, being inclined, would work in their motorcycle repair shops, stuff like that, as a mechanic or a helper.
However, working on motorcycles wasn't all Fred did. The grizzled biker had a bit of a checkered past.
My father had some criminal background.
He'd served more than one stint in prison, too.
Some of the state charges that he had went to prison for, and some.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Nashville, Tennessee, weighing in at 163 pounds, the King, Tony.
The residents all said he was very easy to get along with, that he was a really laid back guy.
So he decided to jump ship to sports entertainment.
Well, when he requested a tryout at the Performance Center, the news got fans of MMA and WWE talking. Now we see what all the
So
talk
when
was
a
about.
mutual friend introduced Fred to Joanne,
Oh my
he
God, why did that
loved
look like Boston?
She needed a place to live, and Dad being the good guy he was.
Thank you, he was out.
Loving, caring.
although Fred
Doing what?
The head of the table
in a few
has
months,
arrived.
Fred really was in love.
And his opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns. Already cemented himself as an all-time great, a multiple WWE and Universal Champion, a Royal Rumble winner, held the Universal title for over a year.
On the herd, just
5 WrestleMania main event matches, defeating legends like Triple H, Edge, and The Undertaker.
The man who now leads the bloodline.
A man who used to fight with honor, but now will do whatever it takes to retain his spot at the head of the table.
he was hanging out with his friends and everything.
But even as Joanne and Fred appeared to settle down, there were always nagging doubts about just how much time they would have together.
He had certain health issues, heart issues.
And despite the fact that he recently had major heart surgery, his health continued to decline.
He needed another surgery.
Joanne did her best to help her ailing boyfriend.
She made sure he got his doctor's appointment. She made sure he took his medication. She really did everything she could to take care of Fred.
In 2010, she even took a job to help bring in extra money while Fred recovered.
Joanne worked for My dad's part of transportation, working in construction zones. She worked night shift. And she would get in probably about 9, come in about 6. She would sleep during the day.
But even with Joanne's extra income, Fred refused to take it easy.
He was happy when he was working on something.
The lifelong biker wasn't about to quit growing.
What's okay?
He figured that was how he'd want to go. I always thought he would die in the
I always expected to stay as well.
But when the call finally did come, it wouldn't be Fred's motorcycle or his heart that killed him. Coming up, Joanne explains her tragic mistake.
I was by myself and I was afraid.
And she claims her fear was well-founded.
He wasn't emotional, okay?
Maybe that will set him up. Producing a trampling.
With every generation, the Subaru Forester is
Takes
built
the
and crashed
lower
in.
back. Clutching the
Working
wrist.
towards the impact, a crash, and have on your life.
Just absolutely
Just like
pushing
the
their
Forester,
opponent
you'll be
here.
able to detect
Wonderfully.
it's not. The Subaru Forester has earned the IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus 9 times.
He's turning
More
the
than Honda
tables.
CR-V and Toyota RAV4.
Back and forth from these competitors.
That's what makes Subaru.
How
In the
much
next
more
minute,
can the
250 couples will discover.
withstand? Reigns has to turn the tide quickly.
They're gonna need more space.
Roman Reigns is bleeding profusely now.
It's not. That's David.
Finish it off.
It's not. He's touching everything.
Close in a matter of days.
He's in a little bit of
When
trouble
my
now.
stores open,
They've
we'll enter
definitely
the
taken
house.
their lumps at
Request
this
a cash
point.
offer
Roman
and
is
into
not
account.
messing around.
York, Pennsylvania, October 12th,
Extremely
2010.
vulnerable.
It was a little before 4 o'clock that afternoon when 49-year-old Joanne Comfort called 911 and reported that she had just shot her boyfriend.
Sky high.
According to Joanne, the shooting was a
Now he's just being
horrible
pushed
accident.
around. Yeah, now he has to
Joanne did
devise a
tell
way
the
back into this.
911 dispatcher that she thought she shot an intruder, that she didn't realize that she shot Fred. The whole time she's on the phone, she's crying, she's hysterical.
And she was hysterical when officers and EMTs arrived on the scene minutes later.
She was yelling, just please help me.
Inside, the EMTs rushed to aid Fred, who lay sprawled on the living room floor, shot at least once and bleeding internally.
He had a wound on his lower back, and he was bleeding from his mouth and his nose.
However, despite the best efforts of the emergency personnel,
EMS determined that there was nothing they could do.
He was pronounced dead at the scene.
and when the officers at the scene broke the news to an already distraught Joanne, she broke down completely.
You could tell that she wasn't quite processing what was going on. She was crying and yelling.
But as devastated as Joanne was by Fred's death, the investigators still had to get to the bottom of how the shooting occurred. So when CSI technicians taped off the scene, the investigators took Joanne back to the station for an interview.
She was taken to the police station within minutes of the police actually arriving on scene.
Counters.
In the interrogation room, the police did their best not to upset the grieving woman even more.
I can't imagine how you would feel if you accidentally shot a loved one. I'm sure you'd be devastated.
This experience was traumatic.
Oh my God,
It's
that was
just,
so
now I'm just trying
I thought
to
for sure he was
find out what
done.
happened.
And despite her emotional state, Joanne appeared to do her best.
She was cooperative with the police.
She realized the mistake she made,
That is what it
and
takes
she
to
just
top
wanted
the
the
Reigns.
truth to get out there.
In the interrogation room, Joanne told the police that the night before the shooting, Fred's heart had been giving him trouble again.
I was 30 last night. He woke me up. He was throwing up and just yelling.
Fred had a lot of trouble sleeping. He was up most of the night.
Joanne told the investigators that she had stayed up with him. But when Fred left early that morning for a doctor's appointment, Joanne said she had finally laid down to rest.
She was taking the few hours she had before having to go to work to really lay down and try to get some sleep.
Joanne said she slept until about 3:45 that afternoon when a noise downstairs woke her.
I heard something, I don't know what it was. It kind of been coming out of the front bedroom and down the hall and at the top of the steps. I heard the door close.
Joanne said that it was soon after the door closed that she had started to worry.
Fred would always say, "I'm home, Joanne, it's me," something along those lines.
But according to Joanne, whoever had just come into the house hadn't acted like Fred.
When it came to that day, big thing.
She believed that there was an intruder in her house.
Suddenly frightened, Joanne said she had instinctively taken steps to ensure her safety.
I reached over on my stand and I always have my gun there.
She had a license to carry a firearm.
She made sure it was loaded and racked one into the chamber.
Then, taking her loaded weapon for protection, Joanne said that she had crept to the top of the stairs.
I took 2 steps down and bent down and looked.
Unfortunately, according to Joanne, it was too dark for her to see who was lurking in the shadows at the bottom of the stairs.
There's no light in the hallway and there's no light in the kitchen.
She was unable to see his face.
I just saw the foot and a handmade.
Well aware that whoever was at the bottom of the stairs could see her, Joanne said she had started to panic, demanding that the stranger give his name.
I said, "Who is it?" And I didn't have anything, but then they didn't move, so I came down 2 more steps and pointed the gun and I said, "Who the are you?"
Joanne said that the intruder had refused to identify himself once again, causing her fear to increase to the point that she did something she would soon regret.
I pulled the trigger.
And she kept pulling it, even as the man she believed to be an intruder pitched forward onto the floor.
She just continued to fire until the person was no longer moving.
What was going through your mind at the time you pulled the trigger? God, where's Fred? Why isn't Fred home? That's what I was thinking. Where was Fred?
Joanne said that it was only after she had emptied the gun into the mysterious intruder that she had finally felt safe enough to come downstairs and switch on the light for a closer look.
But I saw Miss Fred. I started screaming.
She didn't know that was him until after she shot him, and then she realized who it was when it was starting to be late.
Then, after explaining just how she had shot Fred, Joanne broke down completely.
She completely did not think that that was going to be Fred, and she was just in absolute shock.
But were Joanne's tears genuine? The investigators weren't so sure. A key part of her story, that it had been too dark to see Fred, simply didn't fit what they'd observed at the scene.
They had no trouble seeing within the residence. They didn't need to use their flashlights.
There was quite a bit of natural light in the apartment. It was late in the afternoon, and there were blinds that were open or partially open. She should have been able to see his face.
Certain that she wasn't telling the whole truth, the investigators started questioning Joanne about her relationship with Fred, hinting that they suspected there was more to his shooting than a simple case of mistaken identity.
I wanted to find out if there was any reason why she would want to kill Fred. If there was any motive.
Was it ever confrontational or violent between you two?
Joanne told police that Fred had never laid a hand on her.
No, never. He was never mean or hateful.
Joanne denied any abuse being present in the relationship.
But while Joanne said Fred never hurt her, her story hinged on the idea that she was in a heightened state of fear when she shot Fred that afternoon. Otherwise, why shoot an intruder who was, by her own admission, simply standing at the bottom of the stairs when she opened fire?
The first thing they teach you in firearms class is identify your target, then you shoot.
What made you think that it'd be a prowler?
Pressed by the police, Joanne reluctantly admitted just why she had been on edge when someone showed up in her apartment unannounced. According to Joanne, Fred wasn't just a biker. He was a member of a local motorcycle gang.
And things
She didn't
backstage are
realize
getting
he wasn't
quickly
a
out of
motorcycle
hand.
gang for several months after she
They've got
moved
some
in.
serious aggression
And by
that
the
needs to be
time
worked
she
out,
found
and
out,
this just might be
she
the
and
best way to
Fred
do
were
it.
already in love.
You are the property of
Damage inflicted,
the gang.
evading
You know,
offense.
of everybody. If you become somebody's old lady.
Joanne claimed Fred's gang was tough. But even worse, they had recently been having trouble with another more notorious gang, the Hells Angels.
He turns it around.
This is their hangout. It's a couple blocks from the house. That's all you have to tell me.
They were in the area and she was fearful.
Joanne said having the Hells Angels around wasn't the only reason she was afraid either. She told the investigators that the apartment had already been broken into once.
Look at this, going counter
Did tell
for
the
counter.
detectives that a few weeks prior to the incident there had been a break-in in her apartment. Joanne was not present when the burglary happened. They came home and noticed money, I believe some of Joanne's jewelry was missing.
At least that's what Joanne claimed. But since the burglary hadn't been reported, there was
This
no
crowd
way
is truly
she could prove
unworthy
it.
of his
French
incredible
didn't want the police
magnificence.
involved.
Understandable, since he was both an ex-con and in a motorcycle gang.
Fred wouldn't call the cops.
Oh,
That
man.
was his number one rule. Never call the
Reversal.
cops.
Joanne said that she had suspected the break-in was the work of the rival gang, but she didn't know for sure.
I just know that there's going on. But they don't tell
Right
me.
through with the spear.
Whether the Hells Angels had broken into the apartment or not, Joanne said she had gone out and bought a gun. The gun that had ended up killing
Gouging
Fred.
going on. Oh, that's
The gun that
unnecessary.
she did use was hers. She had purchased that. She had a lawful license to carry the firearm.
And she said that she had bought it over Fred's objection.
Knew what was coming
He
there.
was just when they bought it. But he's gone all the time. And I was by myself. And I was afraid.
Fred's involvement with the club and that burglary really put Joanne on edge.
And according to Joanne, that was why she had assumed the very worst when she woke up from her nap and heard someone downstairs.
She was in fear for her life.
He foiled that attempt. Run right through with the
Coming
spear.
up, the investigators uncover evidence that
He is a
contradicts
sight
Joanne's
to
story.
behold. Take
There
a
was
picture
something
while you
intent
can,
to clean
everyone.
up the crime scene.
And witnesses come forward with vastly different accounts of Fred's
He's
death.
reminding his competition that they'll only ever be second best. Brutal stomp to the body. And just getting started. Look at this brutality.
WeatherTech, of course.
This is how you
Laser
torture
measure
your
floor
opponent.
liners are easy to clean. A cargo liner makes it easy to wipe away any
Oh
mess.
my God,
Shop
this is
all
hard
of our
to
premium
watch.
American-made products at WeatherTech.com.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Can't get 5 bonus wings for $1 with any burger. Only at Applebee's.
Oh my God.
You're getting ready to travel.
Piercing. And the hits to the core keep
Feel
coming.
very focused. But that's a good sign. My change. Hard to help it. I'm used to that. When you quit like most, anything can happen.
On October 12, 2010, Joanne Helfrich sat in a police interrogation room in York, Pennsylvania. The 49-year-old had just shot and killed her boyfriend, a biker named Fred McClure.
She called out a couple times. Who is that? Who's there? No one responded. She assumed that the person was an intruder.
Life Titan, folks.
Joanne Helfrich insisted
that she did not shoot Fred deliberately, that it was an accident, that she did not know it was him when she shot.
But while Joanne claimed the shooting was a tragic case of mistaken identity, the investigators had their doubts.
Upon her arrival, those braids could be inside the house, especially right by the living room where she claims she would have first encountered the intruder.
Back at Joanne and Fred's apartment, however, the crime scene investigators did find some evidence that appeared to be consistent with Joanne's story.
There were shell casings on the steps, which would have supported initially what she said.
But there were also things that didn't fit what Joanne had told the police.
One of the investigators found discarded shell casings in a trash can, not far from where the body was.
And the .22 caliber casings matched the ones at the top of the stairs.
There was some type of attempt to clean up the crime scene.
Why would you hide spent bullet casings if it was an accident?
And then there were the bullet wounds. When the coroner's team arrived at the apartment to remove Fred's body, they noted that he had been shot a total of 8 times.
He had several wounds that would have been fatal.
Although the wound that most likely killed Fred was to the right side of his chest.
The shot to his right upper chest did go through his heart.
The fact that Fred had 8 bullet wounds wasn't exactly surprising. After all, Joanne admitted that she had unloaded her gun on the so-called intruder, a man she supposedly feared was a member of a rival motorcycle gang.
She pulled the trigger until she felt safe.
However, while that might explain the number of Fred's wounds, there was something else Joanne would have a harder time explaining. Something that definitely didn't fit her story.
We had wounds delivered from the front. She would have been facing him, and also from the back.
Her story didn't add up.
When you compared the evidence that was collected to the statement that Joanne provided to the police, it was very clear that she was being dishonest.
But if Joanne had meant to shoot Fred, one question remained. Why? For answers, the investigators turned to the friends and neighbors gathered outside the police tape.
It was a very tight-knit neighborhood. A lot of neighbors, they all knew Fred, they all knew Joanne.
And for the most part, they were shocked by what had just occurred.
They were all staying with it. They were in shock just like we were. And thought she would have shot him.
Everyone thought that they had got along, that they were a loving couple.
Well, almost everyone. Some of Joanne and Fred's nearest neighbors in the complex told the investigators that the couple wasn't always as happy as everyone believed.
They could sometimes hear them arguing, but it wasn't a physical argument. It would just be yelling and shouting.
And just what they were shouting about, the neighbors couldn't say.
Neighbors couldn't really tell what they were arguing about, being through the walls.
However, the neighbors had seen both Fred and Joanne on the day of the shooting. Information that could prove immensely valuable to the police.
They told investigators that around 3:30, they had noticed that Fred's car lights were on.
So just minutes before the shooting, they had done the neighborly thing and knocked on Fred and Joanne's door.
They notified him his lights were on in his car.
But while it was Fred who answered the door, the neighbors claimed that they had seen Joanne, too, up and awake.
They saw Joanne stick her head out the door while Fred was outside talking to them.
And when they finished talking, according to the neighbors, Fred went back inside the apartment.
Whether she shot him directly when he walked back in, I don't know.
The neighbors didn't know either. They told the police that after talking to Fred, they left to get some food.
The neighbor only went up to Taco Bell, and it's right up the street. I could throw a baseball that far.
They were gone for 5-10 minutes before coming back to the apartment complex.
And according to the neighbors, it was during that brief 10 to 15 minutes that Fred had been shot.
When they came back, the first responders were already there.
10 minutes from the neighbor being there, my dad was dead. She had already shot him.
If what the neighbors said was true, Joanne's entire story, that she had been sleeping, that she didn't realize that it was Fred who came in, that she thought he was an intruder, was all a lie.
They were both awake. They were both in the house at the time she claimed that she was in bed and the intruder would come in.
As soon as the investigators at the scene heard the neighbor's story, they passed it along to their counterparts, questioning Joanne at the station.
They compared that with the information that Joanne had provided them during the first part of the interview. They saw that it did not make really much sense at all.
We would ascertain some discrepancies in her statement.
And once made aware of those discrepancies, the investigators stepped back into the interrogation room where Joanne waited.
The police officers were somewhat more confrontational with her,
but even when confronted, Joanne's story.
I really think he was
We had to tell her, we didn't believe at that point. Confront her with these inconsistencies of what she was saying and what the crime scene was now telling us.
We know that you were together not too long before she happened in the varsity.
And that wasn't the only lie they called her on either.
No, Dad.
Yes.
At first, Joanne appeared shocked by the sudden confrontation in the machine.
Shin is a true international superstar.
But as the police continued to her behavior shifted to
220
Stop.
Like a champion. Effortless charisma on display. I say Shinsuke Nakamura is overconfident and selfish. Oh, I say you're jealous. But that's okay. So is most of the WWE universe. Shinsuke Nakamura, one of the most aggressive individuals I've ever witnessed. One of the all-time greats in the ring around the world.
and what I'm saying.
Stop it, man.
Obviously happened to respect the woman. I'm sorry for that.
Basically told her she didn't care. She thought he was an intruder.
Come on, baby.
The investigators thought differently, of course, and with Joanne refusing to answer any more questions, there was only one thing they could do.
You know, they're having to put charges.
Guys, we're about to see a fight.
Coming up, at trial, the defense produces evidence of a happy couple.
The messages were, I love you, did you eat anything?
But the prosecution had some shocking new evidence of its own.
she was unhappy and wanted to leave the relationship.
A superstar who's seen and done it all in WWE, but will never say no to a fight.
Eagle has landed. That's one small step for man.
Hey, what's up?
Houston, we have a situation. How did you get here?
Your character's an RPG?
No. Video game.
Yeah, that's what we do with Xfinity 10G. It's like, the best network metro.
What the heck is that?
There you
weighing in at 212 pounds,
On November 5th, 2012, at Pennsylvania's York County Courthouse, Joanne Humphrey stood trial for murder. It had been a little more than 2 years since Joanne had dialed 911 and reported that she had just shot her boyfriend, a 59-year-old biker named Fred McClure.
This was never a case of who done it. This was a case of why did it happen?
According to Joanne, the shooting had simply been a tragic accident.
Joanne has always maintained that she believed that there was an intruder in her house when she fired that gun.
And now, if the jury found her guilty, the 51-year-old faced the possibility of a stiff penalty.
If she was convicted of first-degree murder, she would receive a mandatory sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole.
In their opening statement, the prosecution argued that after 2 years together, Joanne was finished with Fred.
She was unhappy and wanted to leave the relationship.
Specifically, the prosecutors claimed that Joanne was unhappy about Fred's involvement with a local motorcycle gang.
The prosecution argued that she didn't like the way she was treated. She is having a hard time with that lifestyle. She had a hard time adjusting to some of the rules and some of the requirements.
In particular, the prosecutors claimed that she objected to the way the gang treated women. Joanne wasn't about to be anyone's property.
She want to put it back in because it's a minute.
Come here, Mama, let me see. Again. And according to the prosecution, her unhappiness and anger finally reached the breaking point on the afternoon of October 12, 2010.
For whatever reason, the evidence showed that she made a decision to solve the problem with Mr. for by shooting.
66 pounds, Kevin Owens!
A man who looks about ready to stun the world right now.
I mean, Owens is off to a pretty good start already. He's pretty much stunned every Raw or SmackDown superstar there is. Kevin Owens cares about no one but himself. And that's why he's successful. Plenty of battles waged over the Intercontinental Championship over the...
years between legends and absolute titans of this business. This match could easily be history in the making. Just endless knee strikes. Jawbreaker! Call the dentist. Just mounted with punches and not... Oh, a nasty stomp to finish it off. Owens intercepts it. Oh, an elbow to the face. Flinged across the way. Finds the answer for Nakamura. Very effective. Standing Spanish fly, are you kidding me? Incredible. And referee cuts off the count in 1. Look at the look on his opponent's face, Cole. He can't believe it. And there's the sling blade. Just punched him right in the mouth. Oh, relentless. God. Challenger's a little worse for wear now. Stump puller leg snap. Very effective. Both wrists captured, and that was nasty. Elbow drop. Standing shooting star press. Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied. Well, this isn't going to win the fall, but it's going to do a lot. Kneeing his way out. And he's free. Oh, what a roundhouse. Now would be the time for everyone to clear out. Easier said than done. They are not concerned about anyone else's well-being. Side slam. Nice. Ooh, treading all over their opponent. Reversal. What a counter. Schoolboy. No, rolls through. Caught a super kick. Hits him with the counter. Planted face first. He's going for it all. Watch out. Are you kidding me? Double rotation moonsault. And he only stays down for a 1 count. We are this far into the match. Where is this energy coming from? Jarring impact. He'll take things into the ring. The sound of this crowd is deafening, and he's asking for more. For the win to retain the championship. And he breaks up the pin, and the match continues. Top rope, what a suplex. Sheamus anticipated that one. No, oh, that'll break his arm. Vicious. DDT. Spiked. Reversal on Morrison. Oh, my goodness. Here it comes. Uh-oh. Hoisted up. Oh, gut buster. Turning the tables there. Oh, that could break an arm. That kick drops them to their knees, and now kick after kick after kick. Roundhouse kicks keep coming. From the top. Oh, huge big boot. Vicious right forearm. Ooh, harsh kick. Uh-oh. Shot to the back. Rolling cutter. That was brutal, and now the blood is flowing from Sheamus's face. Down across the knee. That won't just separate your shoulder. That'll divorce it. Frog splash! Picture perfect. Look at this. Boom. Nice. Ripcord. Pin attempt for the championship. Running interference. Oh, my gosh. He reverses it. Clothesline. Pow. Morrison gets the better there. Series of reversals. Oh, God. The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe... Kinshasa! The title might change hands. Cover. Big impact. Still in it. What a gutsy performance. Springboard. Looking worse for wear in the corner now. It's like a heat-seeking missile coming at you. And the explosion occurring ringside. Oh, right to the kidneys. Golly. Right hook. All measured up. Ah, drop kick to the spine. Unable to counter. Forced out of the ring. He saw it coming from Owens. Morrison with great evasion. Oh, and Owens is vulnerable. Uh-oh, clearing off the announce table. Oh, this is about to go from back. And the ropes break this one up. Great ring awareness there. Comes back into the ring. Taking it outside the ring now. This is not going to be good. Relentless. Stomp in the leg. Shifts it back up. Here it comes. Here's the pin, title on the line. Here we go. And he stops the count. Boom. He's reminding his competition that they'll only ever be second best.
Oh, sent flying.
Uranagi.
Oh, my goodness.
He'll head to the ring. Look at him. Pride and poise personified. Back in the ring now, being carried around with ease.
Treating the torso to yet another attack, and he keeps his focus on an attack to that area.
He got whipped into that corner. Oh, look at the clothesline.
And the blockbuster to follow.
Run right through with the spear.
Cover! Stunner!
Gonna see a new champ
With a championship on the line. Cover! Face first, driver.
No way. No way. I refuse to believe that wasn't 3.
Oh, there's the Irish curse. The title's in jeopardy here.
I think the paradigm has shifted. Oh, what a kick.
Right to the gut.
Oh, my goodness.
Fall away, package power bomb.
There's some power behind that punch.
Hammerlock is in. Sheamus denies the attack. Ah, Sheamus. Cover!
Irish curse backbreaker. So. Nice drop kick.
Beautiful strike combination.
Ooh, DDT to follow.
Boom! Brought down with the sling blade. Vicious right forearm.
Ah, there's the Irish curse backbreaker.
And the bro kick.
And Sheamus has been unrelenting with his offense thus far.
Yeah, it seems like Sheamus is far from finished with his competition here.
Whatever's playing here can't be good.
Kofi out of harm's way.
And he goes into the ring. Spinning kick to the gut. Oh, my God, what an elbow. Hits back against Nakamura.
Haymaker connects. Exploder suplex.
A sit-out mat slam. Oh, now a pin for the championship.
And the electricity
With the championship on the line. Broken up, and the match continues.
Wasting absolutely no respect on his opponent. You gotta love it.
Oh, man, you can see he is feeling it now.
Backbreaker. More attacks like that will leave you gasping for air.
Yeah, it looks like it already is.
He's focused and finds a counter.
Stunner! Owens hits the stunner. The champ's eyes look glazed over.
There's 2. Ah, at the last second with the title up for grabs.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, just gouging the face.
Ripping and tearing at the face.
Ah, vigorous impact from the choke slam.
Another big move.
Back into the ring.
Last shot on the mark.
The champ has this one in hand now.
Oh, and he breaks up the pin.
Oh, my goodness.
Now a pin for the championship.
Oh, a debilitating elbow drop.
And I just think the constant attacks to the core have caught up to him.
The body has just been gradually falling apart to this point.
He gets back into the ring.
Rocket kick. Oh, there's the Irish curse.
Broom kick. Moving into the cover with the title on the line.
New champion. New champion.
Here we go.
Oh, inspiring power by the...
Kingston hits trouble in paradise.
The title's in jeopardy here.
I think the paradigm is shifting. Oh, God. What a knockout punch.
Oh, man.
Fails to connect on the springboard. A counter answered by another counter. Brought down with a DDT. That's... Uh-oh, he could be looking for a submission here. Arms trapped. Here we go. Anaconda Vice is in. This won't win the match, but it's doing a lot of damage in the process.
Just relent.
And he releases the hold.
I don't think he had it fully locked in.
Pin attempt for the championship. And it's the ref who takes a hit there. Things might be getting a little out of control. Hangman's neck break.
Oh, gosh.
Pow! Stop! All right, sliding back in. Ah, backbreaker. He's taking this to the floor now.
Top rope, here we go.
Textbook jumping, flying. That'll turn your lights out. Wow! Wow! Cover by the champ. The pin's broken up. Ridiculous standing shooting.
Nakamura escapes the attack. Russian leg sweep. High cross from Sheamus.
Putting the shoulder in jeopardy there.
We could have a new champion.
This deep into the match, and he's able to kick out before a 1 count. It's stunning.
Reverse STO. And Sheamus there gets struck with another hard-hitting attack.
Sheamus could be in some real jeopardy here.
Strikes with a kick. There's the iron.
And hits it.
Trouble in paradise.
The title might change hands. Gonna see a new champ.
Wow, with that, Kofi Kingston is your new
Here
champion.
is your winner, and the new WWE Intercontinental Champion, Kofi Kingston.
A victory worthy of a new champion.
Talk about history in the making. This is literally one for the history.
This is gonna be good.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 412 pounds, the King, Tony L, and the Rated R Superstar Edge.
This superstar had some success in MMA, but never reached the top of the mountain. He said it was due to politics.
WWE's the land of opportunity, so there'll be no excuses here. Sink or swim, pal.
WWE's resident royalty.
Hail
to the king, baby.
From Kansas City, weighing in at 275 pounds, King Corbin!
I really wish King Corbin would just do away with that ridiculous crown and the scepter, too.
I really wish King Corbin would just do away with you altogether. I think you're just jealous of his royalty.
Byron, what don't you understand? Corbin won the right to be king of the ring.
And now Corbin is here to claim his most regal victory to date.
Gentlemen, welcome to the Palace of Wisdom.
Johnny Drip Drip is in the house.
Well, none of that really makes any sense to me, but he's fun to watch.
And from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 215 pounds, John Morrison.
Oh, this man exists in rarefied air.
Nobody's smoother in the skies.
Starship Pain is ready to launch.
He said he'll be making a statement in this match tonight and will deliver it emphatically.
Taking it old school tonight with a little 2-on-2 tag team action.
Doesn't get any more classic than this. You truly get the best of both worlds, and sometimes pairings you really didn't see coming. Hey, kind of like you and me, Corey.
I would very much like to be excluded from this narrative, Saxton.
Oh, man! Ouch. From behind. Back suplex.
Oh, my God. And that failed to hit the mark.
Stomping. Ouch.
This is a way to incapacitate every inch of your opponent, slowly, methodically, and painfully.
Just punched him right in the mouth.
Oh,
relentless.
God. Enough already.
Nice takedown, and now just battering knees. Good night.
Hit the ropes. Ooh, running knee strike. What a shot. Morrison was ready for that.
And face first, flapjack. Choke slam.
Did you see the height on that one?
Nice amateur takedown all the way over. Hammerlock is in. Absolutely spiked.
DDT.
No, he kicks out.
He is going to take this match as long and as far as he needs to.
He went right into that turnbuckle. Oh, vicious body shot.
Oh, man.
Shot right to the midsection. He's finding himself in trouble here. This has just been an absolute massacre. We've already seen a few shots delivered up in that region. He finds a counter from Morrison.
Ouch.
Oh, man.
Lands an elbow.
Shoots the half. Bulldog.
Edge with a rough blow there. Oh, man.
Edge is taking charge.
Corbin has been snuffed out.
Oh, what a counter.
Fun.
Going up high.
What in the world?
This may pay off big time, or could lead to disaster.
I can't look.
Then don't. Everyone else enjoy. Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Hoisted up. Oh, attacked in the midsection.
Look at this. Incredible. The deadlift German suplex. Oh, running knee strike.
Looks like he has his finger on the trigger now. Ah, there's the Irish curse backbreaker. Broom kick. More attacks to the neck area.
Not a pretty sight to witness.
Thrown down with a back suplex.
And this has got to be it.
Oh, he got it. What a win.
Here are your winners, the King, Tony L, and the Rated R Superstar Edge.
An emphatic victory for your winners. An impressive effort from this duo. Gives you hope for the future of the tag division. Great tag team action on display, guys.
Acetone, acid washers, Clorox, mops.
Coming up, the police are summoned to a grisly find.
There was no head. There was no arms.
But is it Marjorie's missing husband?
Inside the bloody pants pocket are a set of car keys.
Just get to me through here.
Mommy!